أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Here you are again, students. Welcome you in Pakistan International School Taif virtual learning system. And this is our class 5 social studies book, which we are following in our lectures. So, students, today we are starting lesson number 20, and it is the end of our book's lesson. And today is our final lecture of our book, Social Studies, Class 5. So, let us start students. Human rights. Now, I am reading and also I am giving you its explanation. Every person in the world has a right to life, freedom, food, shelter, and education. These and other rights are called human rights, and both religion and law acknowledge our right to enjoy them. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights was passed by the United Nations in December 1948. All children, girls, and boys also have rights which are upheld by the Convention for Rights of Children, CRC. There are international and national organizations that have been set up to protect and promote human rights. Among these are United Nations Human Rights Council, UNHRC, Amnesty International, SOS Children's Villages, Human Rights Commission for Pakistan, HRC, and Human Rights Education Program, HREP. So these are some programs which are introduced by the United Nations. Furthermore, there are also some dedicated and brave people who have worked hard to help the poor and weak people. Mother Teresa was a world famous figure who toiled for the poor people in Calcutta, India. She was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. Mother Teresa died in Calcutta in 1997. She is highly revered, and on 4 September 2016, the victim formally declared her a saint. So here the word is used revered. So revered means the respect for her work or admiration for her work. On 4th September 2016, the Vatican family declared her a saint. Another well known figure was Martin Luther. In the previous page, we have seen his picture. In 1929 to 68, a church minister in the USA, himself an African American, he fought for the rights of African Americans. His famous speech, I Have a Dream, inspired many people of his own times and later too. Martin Luther King was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. In 1968, he was shot dead in Memphis, Tennessee. We have heard and read about the Nelson Mandela 1918 to 2013, nearly 100 years, the South African leader and South African hero who fought the white government of South African for the rights and freedom of his people. He was sentenced to life imprisonment for his struggle against apartheid, but finally, after his release in 1994, he was elected as the president of South Africa. Mandela was also a philanthropist and did much for health, education, and to help the poor. Mandela won many awards, including the Nobel Peace Prize and the Lenin Peace Prize from the Russia. In Pakistan too, there are many courageous and committed people who have been working for the welfare of the poor and fighting for people's right. Abdul Sattar Edhi, he was born in 1928 and he died in 2016, was one such a remarkable man who devoted his life to helping the poor and needy. He set up the Edhi Foundation, which helps poor people throughout Pakistan. There are Edhi homes for homeless adults and children, and Edhi ambulance service, which is one of the largest service in the world and in Pakistan too. So here we are starting. There are Edhi homes for homeless adult and children, and the Edhi ambulance service, which is one of the largest voluntary ambulance service, the first to reach any site of disaster. Edhi was awarded the Roman Magsayssa's Edhi was awarded the Roman award Magsayssae because this word is the Roman word, so it's difficult to pronunciation. So it is Magsayssae award in recognition of his service at home and abroad. Abdul Sattar Edhi's wife Balkis Edhi and their family are also active member of the Edhi Foundation. Dr. Ruth Paffu will always be remembered for her efforts to eradicate leprosy from Pakistan. Leprosy is mildly contagious bacteria infection of the skin, which, if left untreated, can result in disfigurement of the body. Born in Germany on 9 September 1929, Dr. Paffu moved to Pakistan in 1960, where she devoted 50 years of her life to fighting leprosy. She ran the Mary Adelaide Leprosy Center MALC in Karachi, which began on a very small scale in 1962. Today, MALC has 157 branches spanning the world, uh, whole Pakistan, spanning the whole Pakistan. Dr. Paffu and her team have been successful in controlling this disease in our country. The number of leprosy cases have dropped significantly and Antionoid from 19,392 from 19,398 in the early 1980s to 531 in 2016. Dr. Paffu passed away on 10th August 2017, but will always be remembered as Mother Teresa of Pakistan, a title Pakistans have given her fondly for her services to humanity. The government of Pakistan awarded her with Hilal-e Imtiaz in 1979 and Hilal-e Pakistan in 1989 and gave her a state funeral on her death. The Citizens Foundation (TCF) has set up many schools in low income areas across Pakistan to provide quality education for the underprivileged students. Sima Aziz began her retail career in 1985 and is considered as one of the first women entrepreneurs in Pakistan. Following the devastating floods in the Sheikhupura district of Punjab in 1988, a group of concerned citizens, along with Sima Aziz, came forward to rebuild homes for the flood victims. During this time, Sima realized that there were no schools in that area and hence children were deprived even of primary education. With the aim to provide a quality education, she founded the Care Foundation in 1988. Over the years, it became the country's largest and most far reaching educational non-profit organization. Today, CARE is educating over 2,75,000 children in 876 schools nationwide. Sima Aziz is recognized for her continuous philanthropic efforts in Pakistan as well as abroad. Also received the UK Woman of Year award in 2016. The Environmental Protection Agency (EPA) is a government agency working to promote a clean environment throughout Pakistan. Shahri is non-governmental organization (NGO) founded in 1988 by a group of concerned citizens to create awareness about their living environment and provide people the opportunity to actively participate in improving and reforming it. Their work also includes conservation and human rights In almost all the countries of the world, there are people and organizations that work for human rights and for the health and education of the region's poor people. The work they do and their total commitment are an inspiration to all. This is the end of our this lesson 20, and also this is the end of our second term course, and this is also the end of our class 5's book. So now we are solving its question and answers. So here are 5 questions are given in your last chapter's exercise. So now we are solving these question and answers. Question number 1, why is it important to protect human rights? Its answer is, it is important to protect the human rights because from the early times, everyone was not treated fairly. Rich and powerful people had all the benefits, while ordinary people hardly any. Question number 2, what interstate did Martin Luther King share with Nelson Mandela? So its answer is, both leaders fought for the rights of African and Americans. Question number 3, how does the Edhi Foundation help the poor in Pakistan? Find out more about Edhi's service to the people. Answer is, the Edhi's Foundation helped the poor people throughout the Pakistan. There are Edhi's homes for homeless adults and children. The Edhi ambulance service is first to reach any site of the disaster. Edhi was awarded the Roman Magsaysay Award in recognition of his service at home and abroad. Which organization? Question number 4. Which organization passed the international law for the human rights? Give the complete name. So its answer is, the United Nations in December 1948 passed the international law for the human rights. Its complete name is United Nations Human Rights Council, UNHRC. The last question of this chapter number 20 is, how can we help those who are weak or poor? Its answer is, provide nutrients, meals to the poor and needy people. Donating groceries can help end the hunger of poor and needy people. They cannot even afford a single time meal for themselves and their family. So, donating food will make their stomach fill and stay healthy. So, this is the end of our question and answer. Now we are solving its work page. So, work page, exercise B, I am solving, and exercise A, I am giving you as a homework. So, exercise B starts from here. Complete the following sentences. CRC, what stands for it? CRC stands for Convention for the Right of Children. Abdul Sattar Edhi was given the Roman Magsaysay Award for his service to the needy. Mother Teresa served the poor of Calcutta. TCF stands for the Citizens Foundation, and it provides good quality education for the poor students. Number 5, the Orange Pilot Project was set up by Dr. Akhtar Hamid Khan. So these are our, this is not the, this is Orangi Pilot, not the orange, it is Orangi. So please correct it. You will see on the page. So it is Orangi Pilot. Orangi pilot project was set up by Dr. Akhtar Hamid Khan. So now the time for your homework assignment. So here are some homework assignment. Number A, write the full names of these organizations. You can read this lesson very well and you can as easily find the answers of these questions, these words, and you can write them and their names of the organizations. So students, this is the end of our chapter. So if you have any problems, you can discuss me in coming my Zoom class. So wish you all the best, and this is the end, and good luck you all, and wish you all the best.